All right, everyone. Welcome to another Toast Tuesday. It is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. I am Mike.
I'm Cameron.
And we are here to take you through another informative and fun Tuesday. How was your week, Cameron?
It was pretty good. It was very busy this weekend.
Yeah.
There was a lot happening in just a few days.
There was a lot going on here at Toast.
Quite a bit, but we survived. We did it.
All right. Nicely done. It's cold.
Yeah, it's very chilly.
It is cold right now. We're freezing here in the Finger Lakes. Week was pretty good. Our friend Dana came in. She came in on Valentine's Day with her special furry friends, Lulu and Olive.
The best.
We love seeing Lulu and Olive. And Dana brought us homemade sugar cookies.
They were so good.
Weren't they good?
They were incredibly good.
They were really good. A whole platter of them. Yeah. We polished them all off. By the end of the weekend, they were gone. But thank you to Dana for that. That was super sweet, super kind, and we appreciate you. Of course, Diane and Mike that come in as well, and we can't forget Tucker. But of course, it's all about Lulu and Olive when they come.
Yeah.
So yes, again, so that was great. That was super nice and super appreciative of that. What's happening to Toast Winery?
Well, Valentine's are still going strong.
Valentine's are February themed Valentine's pairing, right?
That is true.
So that was happening this weekend. You said we had a busy weekend.
We did.
Yeah, it was a super busy weekend. The wine and chocolate was I thought that was a big hit.
Yes, it was.
Had a nice time with that. Of course, the Valentine's pairing was going on as well. It was President's Weekend.
The
mulled wine.
The mulled wine was there.
That was good.
Yep.
The mulled wine.
That was
People enjoyed that.
Hit.
Yeah. So there was so much going on. But what a weather weekend, though.
I would agree.
What a weather weekend. For those of you not here in the Finger Lakes area, I mean, we had a pretty decent day on Friday, right? Decent going into the weekend. Terrible. Friday, weather was good. Saturday snowed.
Yep, it
snowed.
Did.
So we had snow on Saturday. I don't know, what, 2-3 inches probably.
Accumulated a lot.
And for whatever reason, they weren't really taking care of the roads until like after the storm. So it was really bad.
It was terrible.
We had a lot of people driving all over the Finger Lakes here for chocolate and wine, and the roads, unfortunately, were not great.
Yes.
So I think that kind of impacted actually the traffic flow a little bit for us. Then on Sunday, it like warmed up, like 40 degrees.
Yep.
And it was raining all day.
Straight ice.
Raining all day on Sunday. So everything was soaked, right? We had melting snow. You got rain on top of it. And then by like 5 o'clock yesterday, it was like 29 degrees.
Yeah, it was
and going
crazy.
Down.
It just kept
going down, right? I think the low today is going to be like 7 degrees. So now everything's frozen solid.
Yeah, no.
So it just was a crazy week. We closed early yesterday because of the freezing temperatures. Not real early, like an hour and a half, but still wanted to make sure that our staff could get home, but we could all get home safe, and that our customers were not going to be stuck in a frozen parking lot. And then we opened a couple hours late today, just because we had to clean it all up.
We did.
So, messy, strange weather. But that's winter in the Finger Lakes. We can't plan for it. And it was unfortunate because I think it kind of impacted people's plans for President's Weekend. But, we got through it as best we could. So you just have to come another weekend if it ruined your plans for this past weekend, right? And what better time but this coming weekend?
I would agree.
Last chance to get the Valentine's pairing.
This is it.
1 weekend left. So if you haven't done it yet, you got to get it this weekend. It's the last weekend for that. And if you want to get that homemade rose petal infused whipped cream,
this is it.
That I personally ground the rose petals. You got to get it this weekend. So, and then you might say, Cameron, you might say, Mike, next Friday is February 28th.
That's true.
It's still February. Yeah. Why aren't we doing the Valentine's pairing?
I wonder why.
Well, tell them why, Cameron. Why aren't we doing the Valentine's pairing starting on February 28th? What's happening?
Pickles are coming back.
Pickles are back. Yes, pickles are back. Pickle pairings are back starting February 28th. Every weekend, March, April, probably
Probably.
even May.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not ready to commit to that yet,
That's
but it's
true.
back. Yeah, pickles are coming back. I know people will be excited about that.
Oh, yeah,
That's
they will
a
be.
big thing here.
Huge.
People love the wine and pickle pairings. We're going to tell you all about it next week, so you have
Yep.
to tune in to next week's episode. We've got new pickles. We're going to have new wines to pair it with. And again, that's starting Friday, February 28th. So lots to look forward to there. One more shout out for the candle making event. There are still a few tickets available for that. Again, that's happening this Sunday from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Again, get all the supplies. You're going to make your own candle. Somebody's going to teach you how to make your own candle. You're going to get to take it home. You're going to get to have a glass of toast wine of your choice while you're making it. What a better way to spend a Sunday afternoon.
All right, a little cozy candle making.
So go to our website or go to our Facebook event page to follow the link to get your ticket. Yeah.
I like that.
So that is what is happening at oh no, I still forgot to mention. I forgot to mention 2 bottlings happening this week.
Oh, okay, 2.
So we're bottling 2 wines this week. Rita, we're doing our latest batch of Rita. We'll be getting that bottled up, and we're also going to do our dry rosé of Blau Frankish.
Nice, good.
So excited for that.
Love that one.
This is my 5th official dry rosé. What do we do? Cabernet Franc, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Franc, Cabernet Franc. Now Blau Frankish.
Look at that.
I think it's going to be the best one yet.
I would agree.
Not just because it's Blau Frankish, but I think it's really good. It's tasting really good. And so excited to get that in the bottle and on the shelf for you. So yeah, busy week
busy.
of bottling as well. So that's what's happening at Toast Winery. Let's get into the topical topics on a Tuesday. I don't know if you saw this story. This was a kind of a crazy story. Father and son, they were off the Chilean coast. So we're not in the U.S. here, but off the Chilean coast. It's summertime there.
Okay.
So they're in the southern hemisphere. Jealous. They have the opposite seasons we do. So it's summertime in Chile right now. Father and son were kayaking off the coast of Chile, and the father happened to be videoing his son on his kayak, and a humpback whale, a large humpback whale, actually came up out of the water.
Unreal.
And ate his son whole.
Oh, whoa!
Like he was completely. Yes, this is true. Now it had a happy ending. Okay. So literally, the whale, I don't want to say swallowed, but had the kayaker in his mouth, and a good 2 or 3 seconds, and then all of a sudden you saw the kayaker reappear with his kayak.
What?
Yes,
that's
like
crazy.
A humpback whale, literally engulfed and just
they're ginormous.
Looked like he swallowed this person whole. But then he popped back out, completely unharmed.
That is
completely unharmed.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get back on his kayak, but he paddled over to his dad real quick, and he helped him back on it, and completely safe and sound. But it is a wild video. So if you haven't seen this video,
I'm gonna have to watch that.
You should Google that, because it's something to see this whale just come up out of the water. So. There were a lot of questions about, was it a real video? Was it fake? Did that really happen? True. Could he have gotten swallowed? It was a real video.
Yeah.
It's definitely a real video. It really did happen. But it turns out, though, so researchers have said, they've come out and said that, hey, a humpback whale can't actually swallow human, which was interesting.
Okay.
So humpback whales, their mouths can open up to over 10 feet wide.
Yes.
Is their mouth. But their throat is only the size of a fist.
I thought that, yes.
A fist.
I thought I could remember
that. And that is it. So there was no way that was ever going to happen. And so what researchers have suggested is, it's not like the whale was not trying to consume this person on the kayak.
Could if
they believe that the whale was actually in the middle of, because what they do is they open their mouths, and all these fish can go inside of it. They will swim through like a school of fish. And just happened to be that 1 in a million chance that he was in the path of the whale while he was feeding. But it was wild, and I'm glad that this person was fine and okay, which makes the story good in the end. Yeah. But you got to see that video.
I have to.
If there's anybody that deserves a nice glass of wine after that, it is that guy, right? It is that guy. So check that out. Search for that in Google. It's all over the internet. So you have to see this.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary. But all okay, all ends well.
It does.
Right?
Well, that's good. That's a good happy ending.
Yes.
Threw me off. It was
I know.
a whole left field. I was like, oh, they just saw the
that's
whale.
That's a topical topic. You know, you never know where we're going to go with a topical topic on a Tuesday.
Never.
So there we go. Cameron, what are we drinking today?
Nice.
Something red, it looks like.
We are a little dry red for these winter months.
Yeah.
23 Cabernet Franc.
2023 Cabernet Franc. This is the one we've been talking about, right?
We have.
It's the one we've been talking about. We just bottled it a few weeks ago now. I think we're officially going to put it on the tasting sheet for this coming weekend.
Good.
Yeah, we're going to get that out there. I'm really, really happy with this wine. Again, 2023 Cab Franc. You can just smell a little bit of oakiness in that for sure, right? And that I get some cherry and raspberry flavors for sure.
Nice and fruity.
What I really like about this wine is its integration of the oak. It just really came together well. It's not overly oaked, very subtly oaked, but there, right? You get it. It's very distinctive, but it's just really beautifully integrated into it. I think I mentioned this before, but we use different ages of oak to impart oak into the wine. You don't want to do too new of oak because it'll just overpower the wine. So this actually was 1/3 using barrels that were only once filled before. 1/3 using twice filled barrels, meaning it was its third fill when this went in, and then 1/3 neutral barrels where the oak was kind of used up with it.
Yeah.
But it just really resulted in a really nice, well integrated kind of oak to this wine. In addition to flavor, it's just all the traditional Cabernet Franc flavors that you would expect.
Oh, that's so nice.
I love it. Bone dry, great, nice finish on that wine. There's just a little mouth-watering acidity there at the end.
It's a tiny little,
not bitey, but it's something that gives it a nice finish to it as well.
Here and there.
So it's classic Finger Lakes Cabernet Franc, bar none. So stop in and get yourself a taste of that. Pick up a bottle of that. Beautiful, well done. And I can't finish the what we are drinking today segment without making sure you knew that I did notice that last week's episode you drank all your wine before the toast. I just want to make sure that you didn't get away with that. I saw it. On the replay when we went to do the toast. You had no wine.
I did not have.
What happened?
I just liked that one a lot.
You liked that one a lot. I thought that was funny. I wanted to make sure you knew that I saw that.
I thought it was just gonna.
No, you weren't gonna get away with that. Top 5 list this week. No top 5. We're gonna do something different. We talked about this last week. We're gonna try something different. Again, it's all about this is all about Toast Winery is not just we're not just a winery. We're a lifestyle.
We are.
It's a Toast Winery lifestyle. You know what I just posted on social media?
I think so.
What
the Macy wanted to. Oh no, different.
No, this is you didn't see this one. I know you've been busy today. I got it. I just now posted the Just Chill playlist.
Oh,
so I've released it to the people so everybody can see it and get to it if they want to.
Good.
But that's just it. We're not creating we're not just a winery here. We're creating a brand lifestyle. We can get Toast to be a part of your everyday life. So the Just Chill playlist, we just posted that on social media so you can find it. And still, again, people have inputs, things they want to see on there, let us know. But anyway, in the spirit of that, this is about getting to know us better.
That is true.
Getting to know us better, letting you into our lives, getting you a little peek of who we are and what we're all about.
A little behind the scenes.
So I thought, well, why don't we just give the people a little, I don't know, I want to call it a reveal or just something,
a little truth
to help them get to know you better, Cameron.
I like that.
Yes,
I like that.
So with that in mind, what have you got to tell the people today? Maybe tell me. Maybe I don't know this either, right? We can
let's talk about it.
Let's chat about it. What do you got?
So I did mention it before that I like to log my day.
Okay.
So I've been doing it since
journal, right?
Yeah, just like a little mind journal. I've been doing it since 2017, where I just sit down for
that's quite a while.
Oh, it's huge. I've got many different little journal books or whatever that are just filled with little paragraphs, sometimes pages. little blurbs of what went on and like what I was thinking. I like have trouble sleeping at night, so it's just something to get my mind at rest. So I'll sit for like 20 minutes, listen to peaceful music, and just write little blurbs.
Do a little
about
journaling.
things.
How many journals do you think have you filled up? Do you think
I have 4.
you have 4 that you filled up? Wow, that's pretty good. And so this would be like going on 8 years doing that in 2025.
Yeah,
pretty cool. You ever go back and reread them?
I do. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I like to like if I have like a really rough day, so I'll just kind of go back and I'm like, oh, this kind of was similar that happened on this particular date, and I was like, oh, look how far I've come. Just getting over little tiny things.
Little self-therapy as well, doing that. I think that's a pretty cool idea.
Thank you.
Do you share those with others, or
just
is this
me.
a private thing?
Just a private thing.
That you do. I like it.
Nothing negative. I just like put little positive things that I like.
You're not going to say anything bad about me.
I like the 23 Cabernet Franc. No, never.
All right, good. No, I think that's cool. That's a cool thing. It's one thing to do it, but you're really committed to it. You've been doing it for a long time. So that's I like it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good. There you go. Something
that you know now.
That I know more of now because you mentioned it, but maybe quickly, and it didn't really register. So for me too, it's something new. So I like it.
Thank you.
Very nice.
I'm curious to see yours.
Yeah, mine's maybe not quite as deep as that.
Okay.
You've been deep thinking the last couple of episodes. So between the superpowers where you went way deep, and then this is kind of a deep thing too. I just thought I'd share. Before I was just a humble winemaker. I was an accountant for most of my professional career. I was an accountant. I was a licensed CPA, and come from a world of corporate finance. So something that maybe a lot of people didn't expect. It's like, how do you go from corporate finance and being an accountant and CPA to making wine? It's definitely a very different avenue. But for me, the transition was easy. One, because accounting requires a lot of attention to detail. You've got to be your record keeping, your accuracy, everything has to be tip-top and in shape. Things have to be ticked and tied and balanced. And winemaking is very similar to that. You got to have a high attention to detail, because there's a lot of steps in the process. There's a lot of things that you need to assess and take decisions on as a winemaker. And so that attention to detail, I think, really helps me when it comes to making the wine. Winemaking is also incredibly boring. There's because 85% of what I do is either sanitizing something before I do it or cleaning up after I do it, right? And literally it's the 15% of doing, but then everything. But for me, it's just the career that I had is very emotionally draining and stressful. And I was in some senior leadership roles that could be pretty stressful. And doing that kind of stuff for me, I love it. I love it. I'll just clean and sanitize, and it's just peaceful and relaxing.
I like that.
So
that's really cool.
I really enjoy it. But that was the transition from that kind of accountant CPA life to being a winemaker. So I thought I'd share that for maybe somebody who doesn't know. Maybe
not a lot of people do not know that.
Not as deep and introspective as
that
yours.
That is still very.
There we go.
I love that.
You got anything else? Anything else you want to drop on the people?
Not yet. There's a few more that are still brewing. Yeah, we're going to take it easy.
All right. Okay, I'll do the same.
Of course. I'll do the same. There's a lot to cover.
Yes. All right. Well, I think that's good then. I like it. You like that?
I love that.
Better than the top. We're going to do the top 5 still. We're coming back to that, but maybe we'll do this again next week.
Nice.
Then we'll go back to the top 5. We'll alternate because people enjoy the top 5.
Yes, they do.
We're getting some feedback on the top 5. They love it. They like to tell us what their top 5 is. They like to say, "How can that be your top 5?" So we can't lose that. We won't do that. But let's get to the toast.
Get to the toast. I got
wine. Sure, you've got wine. Excellent. Good job. Again, what we said we were going to do all February in the spirit of Valentine's. We're going to do nice songs for our toast all month. This is my first repeat artist. Cool. Haven't done that yet.
Okay.
Every artist has been a different one since we've been doing the show. I didn't want to do a repeat artist unless it was from my favorite band, Guster.
Yeah.
For those of you who didn't remember or haven't seen, Guster is my favorite band. This is one of their more known songs called Satellite.
Yep.
So we'll do that one. So you're my satellite. You're riding with me tonight. That was a mouthful. Passenger side, lighting the sky. Always the first star that I find. You're my satellite. Cheers.
Cheers.